It's telling you that?
Yeah.
Okay. And meeting is being live streamed, but I don't see it on my cell phone yet. Sometimes there's a delay. Okay, now we are there. Good. Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to get started. Thank you so much for joining us. And we'll start with the prayers to the Special Master. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Okay, so we are reading from chapter number 15 of the Bhagavad-gita, the manual for life, as we called it yesterday. So let me bring up the manual here and we will then get going. Chapter number 15. And what verse is it today, Sitapa Mataji?
15.15.
15.15. What's so special about 15.15?
I personally like this verse very, very much.
You like it? I like it too.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so let's get going and welcome Aruni Mataji is also joined us here and sharing the screen here. And so let's read first from the book itself. So we have. Can you read? Can you read properly? Is it visible? Good enough?
Yes, Mataji. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Dandrat pranam, Mataji. All right. Sarvasya chaham hidi sannivishto mattaha smriti jnanam apohanam cha vedescha sarverahamev vedyo vedanta krit ved videv chaham Sarvasya chaham hidi sannivishto mattaha smritir jnanam apohanam cha vedescha sarverahamev vedyo vedanta krit ved videv chaham. All right, in the translation it says that I am seated in everyone's heart and from me come remembrance, knowledge and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas, I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta and I am the knower of the Vedas. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The Supreme Lord is situated as Paramatma in everyone's heart, and it is from him that all activities are initiated. The living entity forgets everything of his past life, but he has to act according to the direction of the Supreme Lord, who is witness to all his work. Therefore, he begins his work according to his past deeds. Required knowledge is supplied to him and remembrance is given to him, and he forgets also about his past life. Thus, the Lord is not only all-pervading, he is also localized in everyone's individual heart. He awards the different fruitive results. He is worshipable not only as the impersonal Brahman, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and the localized Paramatma, but as the form of the incarnation of the Vedas as well. The Vedas give the right direction to people so that they can properly mold their lives and come back to Godhead, back to home. The Vedas offer knowledge of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, and Krishna in his incarnation as Vyasadeva is the compiler of the Vedanta Sutra. The commentation on the Vedanta Sutra by Vyasadeva is the Srimad Bhagavatam. The commentation on the Vedanta Sutra by Vyasadeva in the Srimad Bhagavatam gives the real understanding of the Vedanta Sutra. The Lord, Supreme Lord is so full that for the deliverance of the conditioned soul, he is the supplier and the digester of foodstuff, the witness of his activity and the giver of knowledge in the form of the Vedas, and as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, the teacher of the Bhagavad-gita. He is worshipable by the conditioned soul. Thus, God is all good. God is all merciful. Antaha pravishta shasta jananam. The living entity forgets as soon as he quits his present body, but he begins his work again, initiated by the Supreme Lord. Although he forgets, the Lord gives him the intelligence to renew his work where he ended his last life. So not only does a living entity enjoy or suffer in this world according to the dictation from the Supreme Lord situated locally in the heart, but he receives the opportunity to understand the Vedas from him. If one is serious about understanding the Vedic knowledge, then Krishna gives the required intelligence. Why does he present the Vedic knowledge for understanding? Because a living entity individually needs to understand Krishna. Vedic literature confirms Yosao Sarver Veder Giyate. In all Vedic literature, beginning from the four Vedas, Vedanta Sutra, and the Upanishads and Puranas, the glories of the Supreme Lord are celebrated. By performance of Vedic rituals, discussion of the Vedic philosophy, and worship of the Lord in devotional service, he is attained. Therefore, the purpose of the Vedas is to understand Krishna. The Vedas give us direction by which to understand Krishna and the process of realizing him. The ultimate goal is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vedanta Sutra 1.1.4 confirms this in the following word, Tattu Samanvayat. One can attain perfection in 3 stages. By understanding Vedic literature, one can understand his relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. By performing the different processes, one can approach him, and at the end, one can attain the supreme goal, who is no other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In this verse, the purpose of the Vedas, the understanding of the Vedas, and the goal of the Vedas are clearly defined. Okay, so let's go to our reading here. Sarvasya chaham vidhi sannivishto mattaha smritir jnanam apohanam cha vedescha sarve rahamev vedyo vedanta krit ved videv chaham sarvasya chaham vidhi sannivishto matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha vedescha sarve rahamev vedyo vedanta krit ved videv chaham. Okay, very nice. I've also seen Meera Mataji has joined us. This is very good news. Okay, so let's get going here. Sarvasya, right? Sya, half sa and ya, sya. Not sarvasi, sarvasya, cha, ham, hridi, sannivishto, and let me increase the space between the words here. Hridi, sannivishto, mattaha, smritir, jnanam, it's not a, it is apo, ha, nam, cha. Vedesh, cha, cha, sar, where, aham, eva, vedyo, vedanta, krit, vedavit, eva, jaham. Okay, so now let us look at this here. The synonyms. In all, sarvasya means in all the living entities, everywhere. Right? Sarvasya, in all the living entities or everywhere. Then, cha means and, aham means I, hridi, in the heart, sannivishtaha, situated, mattaha, from me, smritihi, remembrance, jnanam, knowledge, apohanam, forgetfulness, cha, and Vedae, by the Vedas, cha, also, sarve, all, aham, I am, eva, certainly, vedyaha, knowable, Vedanta krit, the compiler of the Vedanta, Vedavit, the knower of the Vedas, eva, certainly, cha, and aham, I. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me come remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas, I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta, and I am the knower of the Vedas. Okay, so now let's look at this translation first and see, okay, what Krishna is saying, is telling us over here. So he's saying, I'm seated in everyone's heart. So let's go back and see where are these words here in this word by word. So, want to look at it and tell me?
Yes, Mataji. Sarvasya of all living entities. That means everyone.
Everyone, very good. Okay.
Aham means I, which
Okay.
Lord Krishna is telling for himself,
Okay.
and Vriddhi in the heart.
Heart.
In the heart. Okay, very good. Right. So, what is the Sanskrit for seated?
Sannivishta.
Nivishta. Very nice. And what is heart?
Hirda.
Hirday, or here because of the Sanskrit, Hridi. Okay.
Hriday.
Hridi. Otherwise, it's Hirday. Okay. So now close your eyes and tell me what is the Sanskrit for everyone.
Sarvasya.
Yeah, very good. And what is the Sanskrit for situated?
Sannivishta.
Sannivishtaha. All right. And then what is heart?
Hridi.
Hriday.
Hridi. Okay. Now open your eyes and let's look at the translation. So he's saying, I am seated in everyone's heart. So Lord is seated in everyone's heart. And then from me comes remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. So what is the Sanskrit for from me?
Aham.
From me. Aham is I.
Mataha.
Right. Mattaha. Mattaha. And then what comes from him? Three things. What are the three things?
Smriti, remembrance,
Smriti, Jnanam,
knowledge,
Okay,
and
very good.
Apohanam, forgetfulness.
All right. Close your eyes and tell me in English, what are the three things that come from him?
Forgetfulness, knowledge, and remembrance.
Right. Okay. Now, two of them are opposites of each other. Which are those two?
Remembrance and
forgetfulness.
Okay. What are the three things that you get from Krishna?
Remembrance.
Jnanam, Apohanam.
Apohanam.
Okay. Okay. What is Jnanam? What is remembrance in Sanskrit? Open your eyes.
What is?
Smriti.
Smriti.
Remembrance.
Smriti.
Okay. What is
Remembrance.
knowledge?
Jnanam.
Jnanam.
And what is forgetfulness?
Apohanam.
Apohanam.
What is remembrance?
Smriti.
What
Smriti.
is knowledge?
Jnanam.
Jnanam.
What is forgetfulness?
Apohanam.
Apohanam.
Okay, close your eyes and tell me what is knowledge?
Smriti.
Jnanam.
Smriti.
What
No,
is knowledge?
Jnanam.
Jnanam.
Jnana.
What is remembrance?
Smriti.
What is forgetfulness?
Apohanam.
Apohanam cha.
Okay. No, not aponam cha.
Apohanam.
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 Okay. What is and?
Cha.
Cha.
Okay, good. Now open your eyes. And he says, by all the Vedas, I am to be known. By all the Vedas, I am to be known. Where is that coming from?
Vedaya.
Vedahi.
Vedesh.
Yeah, Sharvai.
Survey. So all the Vedas will mean? All the Vedas is what? All the
Vedas, Mataji, Vedehi.
Vedesh.
Again.
Sarve Vedehi.
Sarvai Vedehi, exactly. Vedehi is the Vedas and then Sarvai is all. Sarva, right? He also says in the beginning, Sarvasya Chaham, right? Sarvasya, all the living entities, right? Sarvasya. So here, Vedescha Sarve, from all the Vedas, right? And he's to be known. So wherever he says known, I am to be known, where is that part?
Sir.
Yeah, right?
Sir.
Sarve Rahameva Vedyo, Vedyo or Vedyaha, as it says in the Sanskrit, right? In the end, because of the Sanskrit rules, it becomes Vedyo. Ahameva Vedyo, right? So, what is all?
Survey.
Survey. Okay. Then let's go to next. I am the compiler of Vedantas. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedantas. Where is the indeed here?
Eva.
Eva, right? So you see the word Eva can be used in certainly, indeed, different depending on where you are. So indeed, by all the Vedas, I am to be known, right? And so Vedas sarve ahame vedyo. Indeed, right? Eva, I am the compiler of the Vedantas. Okay, who's the compiler of the Vedantas? Sanskrit, please.
Vedanta Krit.
Vedanta Krit.
Vedanta Krit, right? Or Krit, actually, it's Vedanta Krit. Ta, ending in ta for titli, but then because it's juxtaposed with the word eva, so the T gets translated into a D, right? So Vedanta Krit, okay. Vedanta Krit, Vedavid. Who is Vedavid?
The knower of the Vedas.
Who knows the Vedas.
Vedas, right? Okay. So which you said Vedavid. Now in this thing, where is the knowledge part, knower part? Which part is reflecting the knowing?
Vedya.
Vedam.
With.
Ved.
Veda with, right? So with is the knower, and knower of what? The Vedas. Veda with. So if I say Ithihas with, what does it mean?
You know the itihas.
He knows the history, right? Gita with.
He knows the Gita.
Knows the Gita.
He knows the Gita.
So you see, okay. Rahasya with,
Knows the
He
secret.
knows the
Secret.
secret.
right? So Veda with, the knower of the Vedas. Eva certainly, and then Cha and Aham is
Aham.
I am the knower of the Vedas. Okay. So now you got it. What are the three things that come from him? Close your eyes and tell me.
Smriti,
Jnanam,
Jnanam, Apohanam.
Apohanam.
Okay, very good. Smriti, Jnanam, Apunam. And can somebody translate that to me and tell me what does that mean?
Jnanam is
Smriti,
knowledge,
remembrance.
remembrance.
Yeah.
Jnanam, knowledge, and
Knowledge.
Apohanam,
Apohanam. Forgetfulness.
Forgetfulness. Okay. And what is the one who knows all the Vedas?
Vedanta.
Veda,
Oh,
Vedavid.
Ved.
Vedavid. And one who writes the Vedas?
Vedanta Krit.
Vedanta Krit. Very good. And what is certainly?
Eva.
Eva.
Eva. All right. Very good. And what is all living beings?
Sarvasya.
Sarvesya.
Very nice. And what is heart?
Hridi.
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 And what is sanvishtaha mean?
Situated.
Situated.
Situated. All right. Now let's go ahead and start reading it. We'll go one round, starting with Sitapa Mataji. So give us the breakdown, please.
Sarvasya cha ham ridi shanni vishto mataha smriti jnanam apohanam cha vedesh cha sarvyar aham eva vedyo vedanta krid vedavid eva cha ham.
Very nice. Okay, let's go to who's coming next after Sutapa? Sadhana Mataji.
Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto martaha smrtir jnanam apohanam cha vidyas cha sarvyar aham eva vidyo vedanta krit vidavid eva chaham.
Chaham. Very nice. Okay. After Sadhana Mataji, Arani Mataji.
Sarvasya cha ham hridi sanni vishto mattaha smritir jnanam apohanam cha vedash cha sarver aham eva vedyo vedanta krit vedavid eva chaham.
Very nice. Varshana Mataji.
Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto mattah smritir jnanam apohanam cha vedesh cha sarver aham ev vedyo vedanta krit vedavid eva chaham.
Chaham. Very nice. Meera Mataji.
Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto mataha smritir jnanam apohanam cha vedesh cha sarvair aham eva vedyo vedanta krid vedavid eva chaham.
Chaham. All right. Now let's go back again, starting with the part. Now read the whole thing.
Yes, Mataji. Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishto mataha smritir jnanam apohanam cha vedescha sarve aham eva vidyo vedanta krid vedavid eva chaham.
Eva Chaham. Very nice. Shraddha Mataji.
Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto mataha smritir jnanam apolhanam cha vedesh cha sarvir aham aham eva vidyo vedanta krid vedavid eva chaham.
Chaham. Very nice. I remember when you were first starting months ago, you had trouble with the bar and the dot and things like that. But I think you nailed it down now. I could see the comfort. So very nice. Arini Mataji.
Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto mataha. Is this mataha?
Mattaha.
Mattaha.
Soft.
Mattaha smritir jnanam apohanam cha vedaischa sarver aham eva vedyo vedanta krit vedavid eva chaham.
Very nice. Vachana Mataji.
सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्तः स्मृतिर्ज्ञानम् अपोहनं च वेदेषु च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृद् वेदविद् एव चाहम्.
Very nice. Meera Mataji.
Sarvasya chaham hridi sanivishto mataha smritir jnanam apohanam cha vedaischa sarve aham eva vedyo vedanta krid vedavid eva chaham.
Very nice. Starting again from the top one more time.
Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishto mataha smritir jnanam apohanam cha vedescha sarvar aham eva vidyo vedanta krit vedavid eva chaham.
Very nice. Sadhana Mataji.
Sarvasya chaham hidi sanyavishto mataha smriti jnanam apanhanam cha videscha sarver aham eva vidyo vedanta krit vedavid eva chaham.
Very nice. Arini Mataji.
Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto mataha smritir jnanam apohanam cha vedaischa sarver aham eva vedyo vedanta krit vedavid eva chaham.
Very nice. Vachana Mataji.
सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मता स्मृतिर्ज्ञानम् अपोहनं च वेदेषु च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृद् वेदविद् एव चाहम्.
Very nice. Vedescha sarverahamev vedyo vedanta krit veda videva chaham. Those of you who are watching us on Facebook now, you please recite. You're going to hear. Okay. Meera Mataji, Nanda Pranams, Dilip Bhai Patel Prabhu,
Hare Krishna.
Radhe Mataji, and Satsandra Prabhu. So good to have you there. Okay. Meera Mataji, go.
Sarvasya chaham hridi Sanivishto.
Now, if you will notice that if you're able, if your tune is breaking, this means our pronunciation is going wrong somewhere, right? So then stop there and catch up from there. So start from again. Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishto. And even while you're doing the full words over here, you can still look at the breakdown and sing it. Now, because the color is telling you what are the full words here, right?
Right.
Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishto mattaha smritir jnanam apohanam cha vedescha sarverahamev vedyo vedanta krit vedavid eva chaham. Okay, one more try, Meera Mataji.
Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishto mataha smirtir jnanam apohanam cha
Very nice.
vedesa cha sarver aham eva vedyo
Vedescha sarver ahamev vedyo.
vedesa cha sarver aham eva vedyo
Vedescha sarver.
Vedes sarver.
Yeah, put them to a little together, right? Let them come a little bit close, okay?
Vedes sarver
Aham
aham eva vedyo vedanta krid veda vid eva chaham.
Okay, one more time from the top.
Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishto mattaha smritir jnanam apohanam cha vedescha sarver aham eva vedyo vedanta krid veda vid eva chaham.
Very nice. So I'm going to stop sharing here. I'm going to ask you, tell me one word, everyone, that you remember from the Sanskrit.
Apohanam.
Apohanam cha.
I'm saying what you remember and you're saying forgetfulness.
Smriti.
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 Smriti, jnanam.
It's not that you were wrong. I was saying that I was talking about remembrance and you were telling me about forgetfulness.
Mataji, sorry for the interruption. I had to go today. The snow is about to start, so I had to just go outside.
Oh, go. Take care of the snow. This is material word. Remember, Smriti.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining. Go and be safe.
Mataji. Thank you
Hare
so
Krishna.
much.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Vidyavadu is saying Apohanam from there. Okay, she also remembers only Apohanam. So we have this thing common in the class. Okay. All right. And then only Apohanam? Is that only?
Sanvishtaha.
Sannivishtaha. Fantastic.
Sarver. Sarver.
Sarver is what? Sarver is what?
All.
All
Okay. And what was Sannivishtaha?
situated.
Situated. All right. What else do you remember?
Hridhi.
Vedadit.
Hridhi.
Jnanam.
Hridhi. Right? So you all
Vedavit.
got Vedavid. Very nice. And then who creates it? Creating the
Vedanta.
Krit.
Krit.
Krit. Yeah. Vedanta Krit. Vedavid eva chaham. All right. So practice that. I think you all will be able to memorize it. Do you want to make it? Or if you have already not memorized it, do you want to make it your goal? Just keep singing.
Madhuri, just start once. Only start.
The singing, the tune you want? You want?
Oh, the words.
No, the word start. Just start the word.
Sarvasya, that one?
Sarvasya chaham.
Yeah,
Sarvasya chaham. Hridhi sannivishto.
Yeah, what I'm saying is now that you know the meaning, right? So even if you're forgetting a word, you're not getting it, just try to so then try to understand what am I saying. So sarvasya chaham. So I am, in everybody. What am I in everybody? Situated. Sarvasya
chaham sannivishto.
Mataji, I just want to ask about situated. The previous verse we had avishtaha, and this is sanvishtaha.
Sannivishtaha.
Sanivishtaha, and that was avishtaha is also situated.
Yes.
So what
These
is
are
the difference?
Sometimes they add what are known as, I'm forgetting the word. qualifiers or intensifiers. That's the word that is known as intensifier. So Vishta is to be situated and Sannivishta is inside the heart, inside like that. So situated. So they will add those kind of qualifiers to the words. So Sarvasya Chaham. Okay, continue, Varshana. Hidi Sannivishta
Vishto
Mattaha Smriti.
Smritir
Not Samatir. Smrit.
Smriti
Smrit, yeah. Smrit, yeah.
Mata Smritgyanam Apohanam Cha
Vedes
Vedeshu
cha
Vedant Vedesh. No, Mataji, I don't remember after that.
Vedes cha sarve rahamev vedyo Vedanta.
Sarver
Okay, give it a try. If I guarantee this, if you sit down after this class for 15 minutes and recite this verse 50 times, it takes only 10 seconds to recite the verse. Right? So in 15 minutes, you'll be able to get at least 90 times. I'm just saying 50 times. Just like a parrot, sit down and recite it. Now you know the meaning, and then you will feel very nice. It's a very important verse. So keep on going. Anybody else wants to try that memory?
If we get a looped recording of it, just a looped recording of it, like for 10 minutes, and we keep playing it, then we'll just know it by heart.
Yeah, you can even loop one recording of it. Right? Even one recording is fine. You just put it on loop and it just goes like that, right? Yeah.
I learned the first one.
Very nice. Okay, good. That is good. 25% done. All right. So we'll take your leave here. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha gopremanande hari hari bol. You're all doing great. Keep up the good work. Fantastic. And it takes a lot of effort to come early in the morning to attend a class and then to do Sanskrit.